That's day number 2. We have Group B for you and start with LawLiet versus WFZ in this best of 3. LawFan has started this and the other admin as well. So Night Elf versus Undead. This was the last game I casted on Sunday, and now it's the first game we cast here on this beautiful Tuesday. LawLiet pretty strong against Undead, as you can see, 64%, but the same ratio here for WFZ. In direct comparisons, though, WFZ has the upper hand slightly, but both are kind of in the same shape, I'd say. They were one of the best in recent history, or in like 1 year ago, 2 years ago, a little longer, and they fell off a little. Not the shape that we had before. There we go. Not the shape that they were in before, but always able to eliminate a few big ones. And the next stage in this group, they would meet a big one, either live or TH. So they have to bring their A game. This is a normal ghoul build order so far. On the other side, LawLiet starting off with a normal altar build. Of course, Demon Hunter or Warden possible here. First hero choice, not like they're not going to a tavern, most likely. This would be pretty insane, but you know, LawLiet is up for some shenanigans. I hope he brings his A game as he needs to. We see the hero choice, and it is a Demon Hunter. We have seen a few Wardens here, especially from super aggressive players like Sonic. On Sunday, actually, we saw this. But Demon Hunter, safer choice, and standard choice as well. So, I'm not too surprised to see it. Here on the other side, it's of course a Death Knight. It is set in stone. Maybe with the new patch it's gonna be a Dreadlord a few more times. Or a little more often. But I don't think so as well. It's gonna be, like, the aura is too important, and coils. Well, coils not so much in this matchup with the aura, I guess. So, of course, starting off with archers as well. Ghoul scouts this, sees, alright, the Engine of War is not towards the mercenary camp. That's basically a tell for a Demon Hunter as well, because you don't need that super greedy creeping. I mean, we always say that a nicely leveled Demon Hunter is nice, but it's not mandatory in this matchup. And yeah, don't deny stuff, and take care of your obviously. DK is out as well, going over right away. Does not sell the town portal. But looks like he wants to... you can't really punish this as the creep is too fast. But maybe with skeletons he can do more damage to the Engine of War. And creeping is finished. Of course not level 2, but you can just creep up this one and then it is level 2. But now his creeping is kind of blocked. He can't really go to big spots from there. Maybe to the middle of the map, but of course you expect the ghouls to come over, so this is a pretty decent spot for him right now to be able to help in the defense and to let reinforcements come in faster. Skeletons harassing of course the Wisp, but if there's no big mistake from LawLiet, he should be able to save them all. Ooh, maybe not this one. He doesn't have Unholy Aura, so there should be a coil, but a nice save here. Demon Hunter is level 2, and yeah, those are the spots that you can't reach with melee units. And since he's killing the skeletons here, a little more experience for him as well. Tier 2 tech has started for LawLiet, and same for WFZ, who is a little faster. Does not pull the ghouls yet. Very passive early game for him. And he got one Wisp, right? Yes, with this. But that's okay. You can live or suffer through this. It's okay. Oh, Wisp is coming in. But that was bad timing here for him. DK was right around the corner. Could have hit him with Frostborn, but he shows some mercy and leaves this alone. Damn, I haven't solo casted in a long time. This feels a little weird at the moment, but we'll do fine. Still a little tired. Ring of Protection for the Demon Hunter. There won't be a one-on-one as it oftentimes is the case with Demon Hunter and Blade Master or Demon Hunter Mirrors. So he will sell this right away. It's boots time. Or it was boots time 1 hour ago. So I wonder if he's going for it. Yes. No staff though. But with this additional movement speed, with 60 more, he can chase the DK better. He can chase the ghouls better. He can run away from the ghouls better. But he's walking right into them. And what an invitation to this round. But well reacted by WFZ. Immediately closing this. But this is the town portal gone, and that's 350 gold that you really don't want to lose that early and that easy. Hunter's Hall is coming. Skeletons or additional skeletons as well, while we see a graveyard. A little late, but it's alright. Depends on how late you play the fiends. The better undead they go for 1 or 2 fiends very, very late. Lucifer, for example, plays them early on. So it's kind of a preference, I guess. When you want to deal with the dryads. Because, of course, the piercing damage is good. But we are 5 minutes into the game. We haven't had a single fight yet, except this once around. And so it is a very slow start into this best of 3. But here comes the Creepjack. WFZ trying to steal something away from LawLiet's side of the map. But this doesn't really work because the archers were there. And 4 archers is too much damage in addition to poison and the Huntress damage that they have. So I don't really know why he's engaging into Murlocs with the poison, because everything is kind of hurt now. We have the Phantom Brewmaster as the second hero, no Naga. We've seen a lot of Naga recently. But WFZ is doing a nice job of blocking so far. But yeah, okay, it's 1 kill. At least he gets that. But now another additional block with the DK. And that looks pretty good for LawLiet so far. Everything uncontested, no archers lost. Except the Town Hall. His early game went kind of flawless with 1 kill. And he has level 2 for the evasion, that is nice as well. And completely out-leveling the DK, who has to catch up tremendously. Maybe with another surround. There is no staff yet. Also, oh, it's a Naga second, so lots of pressure now. He wants to improve his upcoming push with only 4 ghouls. It's not too big of a push, and I don't think he will have too much trouble defending this. But you never know. With slow, of course, the surround chances are easier. And tier 3 is already halfway done. Slaughterhouse is coming as well. So it is kind of a big distraction now. But on the other side, Night Elves, they never harass bases, so it's fine as well. Naga's finding the DH again. But he can't really creep because he doesn't have any tanks. He can't go for a surround because 4-unit surrounds are hard. So it's a tough spot for WFZ at the moment. And in the meantime, LawLiet can easily creep this. We play a little ring around the marketplace here. With boots, of course. You can run away. Fairly easy tier 3 tech. Quite late in comparison. So the destroyers will be there with the first bears. Ooh, or is it worms entirely? Pretty early sacrificial pit for shades. We have another ring here. WFZ is called the Lord of the Rings in China, and for a reason. He always finds them. Of course he wants something else, but bad luck is just sticking to him. So Phantom Brewmaster closing in, or getting closer to level 3 if he gets this Magi and the Murlocs here, then this is level 3. DK and Naga going into the base, and that's a weird timing because Frenzy is right around the corner. Oh, it was just the Demon Hunter here, of course. Yeah, but going back, shopping a little, I think the shopping could have been done by the Lich once he's out. And again, he's gathering these small troops. But what can he accomplish with it? I mean, against 2 Dryads, there's gonna be slow, there's gonna be poison damage, and a well-leveled Panda, so I don't know. With the DK, he will creep a little. Now that the statue is out, he can afford to lose a few HP. But this is all Panda time. And he's pulling the creeps here. Messing it up a little if he wanted to go for mercenaries behind it. Demon Hunter's still hanging around. I can't imagine him trying a last hit on the Ogre. But he's too far away from that, so it's finally some decent experience for the Undead, who unlocks this coil. But Breath of Fire level 2 also unlocked with an invoke potion, so he's not a target in the next fight because of attack. And Sentry Wards, decent item for him there. But on the other side, big heal potion, which is nice as well. Orb of Corruption only for WFZ, and in the meantime, in the base, we are waiting for the Master Bear tech. It's coming. How far is WFZ? He's not going for a Boneyard yet. He's transitioning into Fiends, and I don't know if he has the upgrade yet. The Destroyers. He does! First Destroyer is up. So, this is the first really dangerous push for the Chinese Undead. One Undead is already qualified for the playoffs. That is, of course, 120, our current Super GCS champion. Moonjuice situation looks good. 2 of them are completely full. The other one is okay. Doesn't have enough damage. The Panda is coming in, reaching around, hitting all of them. Beautiful opening. He dispels the damage over time, but of course damage has been done already. He has a little potion, has to use it because the Nova is coming in. Coil as well, but that doesn't do too much. And he saves his first hero to the Moonwells. In the meantime, the Panda is wrecking the ghouls. He gets a few revenge kills against them, but the bears are just way too smart and way too strong. Kills the Naga here, and this is not a good fight for WFZ at all. He's even tanking a lot of damage with the Destroyer, losing another Fiend here, and his heroes are low. Perfect defense for LawLiet, who's closing in on level 3 on his Demon as well. And burning the statue, so there's no additional mana for the Destroyers. Now his position is a little off, catches another Nova, has a staff on him and the on himself, so he can't staff him out, and the invul potions on the Panda, so they should swap items a little. 3 damage now on the bear, but this still looks good. The DK stays away from the Demon Hunter to not be burned here, but there's no damage really in this army. With Frenzy, gets a few free hits, but there's no mana on this Destroyer, there's no Worm-in, and we're getting closer and closer to LawLiet's base. That was the last breath of fire for now, but the statue is about to fall as well. Ooh, this Destroyer micro is non-existent, so 3 hits for the Dryad again. And that was the second last coil. Panda is still holding on. There's an expansion behind all of this. I mean, massive distraction. He keeps WFZ busy, and so there's nothing he can do against this Expo. I really like that play. Rejuvenation is working as well. Cannot be dispelled. Ah, there it is, the Destroyer. I thought he's gone already, but no. So this nuke is an easy kill, but he has to TP out. With the first abomination there, bears are just too strong. And here we go. We have 46 supply for the Night Elf. Undead still at 50. He's coming back. He lost quite a few ghouls, but the big upgrades are already done, and he's heavily transitioning into abominations. Like the second one already. This is quite rare. I mean, you need 1 abomination to tank shots, but it's not the biggest damage. I mean, normal damage versus bears is okay, but with Destroyers and Worms, you have 2 alternatives that are way better. Plus the Fiends against Dryads. Normal damage against Dryads, not that great. Super Wells coming as long as well as more bears, but it's a good mix. I feel there's not too much on the ground, or was not too much on the ground. Now with the 2 abominations, of course, but you can kind of ignore them. It's a well mixed army of melee tanks and damage dealers from behind. But there's a nice breath of fire again, level 4. Fork Lightning. There's LawLiet gives away a lot of bears for free now, like the 3rd one already. But yeah, he has the better alternative with Destroyers, and he has 2 of them as well. 2 Fiends, 2 A-Bombs, 2 Statues, 2 Destroyers. And maybe that is enough already. We don't have a 3rd hero, obviously. We have nice inventory on the Demon Hunter, though. But this Panda will cause trouble as soon as he gets to level 5, which is still a little further away, but the DK is still not level 3. That's a major issue. Same as Nova level 2. We don't have any attack upgrades yet, or defense upgrades. That's the norm. But LawLiet is breaking upkeep. He can of course easily afford it with his 20 gold per minute now, or 14 actually, now that he broke upkeep. Heal scroll being bought, of course, only 1 shot. 2 heal scrolls actually. Is there so much spread damage? I mean, bears most likely on 8-click, but the other stuff is a single target. Tome of Experience for the DK, and level 3, this will help a lot. He does have 2 coils as long as the Demon Hunter is not burning him. Heroes here well equipped with 2 invul potions, and yeah, there's no invul potion on WFZ's side. I like the addition of the abominations against buildings. That makes sense. First, they're already staffed out. There's another staff on the Panda, so he can save the second one. Yep, but now his heroes might be in trouble. The abomination, they were tanking a lot. Oh, there was an approach for a coil. First A-bomb is down without really being microed. But LawLiet has to retreat. Was this timing too good for this expansion. I mean, it just started to pay off. I'm not sure if it's even fully mining. No, it's not. The Engine of War is gone, man. 58 supplies still. I don't see reinforcements coming. He has 500 gold. Okay, another Abomination is coming. So what can the Dryads do? He's massively lacking damage. Only 2 bears. And they are easily focusable now. The statue position is good. Quite far away from the Dryads and can easily re-engage into this. And the expansion is about to die. Last second engagement by LawLiet here, but his panda is already out of the fight again. Good hero focus by WFZ for the 3rd time, I guess. And now the destroyers can hit the bears, and then there's not really much he can do. The fiends are so well protected. Demon Hunter can never really reach him. Level up for the Naga as well for Fork Lightning 2. Saves the destroyer, man. Looks like WFZ has found his mojo, even though he loses this destroyer. Gets a few Dryads in return then, and the Demon Hunter is super low, staffed out again. He's rarely fighting with both heroes in the on the battlefield. One is already home, misses mommy, and goes AWOL. And yeah, same situation now, only piercing damage against big HP and medium armor. That's not how you really want it. The first game might be over here in a bit. Demon Hunter another potion, but the Lich is in trouble. Without Orb of Corruption, he might be able to turn this around as the Dryads become, or everything becomes a lot more tanky, and you see it, man. He fought through 2 heal scrolls, and now they're both gone. Massive Breath of Fire. LawLiet is cleaning this well. Info potion on the panda, mandatory. Yes, here we go. But he killed like 10 supply, and now the panda is 5. Even another Breath of Fire ready. But when is the Demon Hunter coming back? Calls for the GG with the Lich kill, man. I thought LawLiet loses this, but no. Big turnaround in the later stages here. He overstepped his boundaries and overstayed his welcome. That was a crazy swing at the end. I think if he retreats prior to this, when his army is a little more healthy, I mean, the expansion was down. Basically. It was still standing, but with the second coming, you kill it. But LawLiet wins this, man. I thought he broke this. Or WFZ broke this. The timing was good for him. And I think also the fight were good. The fights were good. But then staying a little too long. And that's 1-0 for LawLiet. We have a few resubs coming in here. 10 month for Ben, aka Jason. Clappy Hype, more work off. Clappy Hype, enjoy your day, man. And Mr. Love for 17 month already. Yeah, boys, 17 month, and I managed to get drunk with both of you. Keep up the good work, and see you less than free. I hope you had a great evening with Remo. I didn't hear any stories yet, but I can only imagine that you had a lot of fun together. Almost 1,000 viewers here. Statues were attacking? Okay. He was hilariously drunk. It was a lot of fun. Okay, yeah, I can imagine. I called him yesterday, apparently. I don't really remember that too well. But he was with his best friend, so everybody had a good time. Thank you, Desperis, or Debris, for the sub. And thank you, Selbs, for the $5 donation. I hope you made enough to pay your rent. Very gracious of you, man. Thank you. Yeah, the last couple of days were absolutely insane in terms of support. Desperis? Alright. Now I know. So glad these tournaments are always at 7 AM. It's kind of cool to wake up with Warcraft, right? I gotta say, you guys have given me tons of entertainment for my morning ritual for several days in a row now. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we are casting like 9 days straight. Puke Luke the Duke. Guys, it was equal supply and LawLiet had better heroes plus expo running. All he had to do was delay and get the expo advantage. Defender's advantage, and he did that. Kind of true. I mean, I still think that WFZ, if he pulls out of the fight earlier and reinforces this a little, can break this, because a lot of resources will go into the Tree of Life repair. And so he can't power build his army back, and bears do take some time. So I think he could have done it, or at least try, but we didn't see it, and this is 1-0 for the Night Elf now. This is match points for him then, of course, as well. The winner will face the winner of TH and Life, who are playing right after this. And here we have your players, and here we have the game. Map number 2 is Ancient Isles. But I think the early can be skipped a little, so if you have questions or something to mention, let me know. I'm reading chat. Remo wanted to arm wrestle you, which is always a sign of being drunk. Yeah. If Remo starts arm wrestling, you know what's up. He tackled me several times and whatnot. Yeah, this is Remo. He likes to touch people when he gets a little tipsy, to say the least. And he slaps me all the time, like a bully. Whenever I'm in China, like, my right arm is so blue, yellow, and purple, because I always get some shots on the arm. Douchebag Remo. The only way LawLiet is losing this by losing a hero or the tree. Yeah, I think he could have committed for the tree. But then the expansion pays off, and yeah, there wasn't too much firepower in the undead army with only 2 destroyers and basically no mana. But we have a demon hunter again, we have a DK again, we have a ghoul build again, and the standard creep for LawLiet as well. I can't imagine Remo being a good host, to be honest. I was already very surprised that he made you scrambled axe, which I didn't get when I was staying there, and I stayed there twice. But yeah, maybe he just likes you more than me. Ghoul is harassing this, sees that it's not a super fast tech. 3 Moonwell tech here. And I think he denied one of the creeps. We'll see. Definitely possible that LawLiet does it.
The player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, pretty sure he denied a creep. Otherwise he would be like here, experience-wise. It wasn't stolen. TK has 0 experience. But again, he's going over with the TK. No creeping on his side at the moment. Maybe later on when he harasses with the TK and then simultaneously creeps with the ghouls. I mean, there are quite a few easy camps on this map that you can do alone. Still not tier 2 tech for LawLiet. How long are we? 3 minutes in. This would be the time to tech now. He has the resources. Maybe wants to wait wait and see if a wisp gets lost, but nope. That should mean that WFZ's tech is a little ahead, as it oftentimes is. But this time he pulls the ghouls way earlier. I don't really like, or didn't really like, his passive, super passive early game on Echo. Yeah, I got the town portal, but that's about it. And this wisp harass, I don't know. This is super duper old school, and oftentimes not really successful. Ooh, the ghouls want to creep this? That's quite hard to do. I mean, these are easy, the wardens. So again, a passive start for him, with a little bit of a bigger risk here, because it can be creep jacked, and then you're kind of screwed. It should be alright like this. Interesting, man, that we can do it with basically ghouls only. Aura first, of course, claws of attack for him. No ring of protection, nice. So this is the experience value that you should have after creeping this. But alright, he claimed level 2 with the little nulls, so that's fine as well. Graveyard is coming, this time it's even a little early. You don't have to worry about that one.
Player's forces are
Chat seems to be in good mood today. Glad that you enjoy yourself. Huntress Hall is a little late again. Well, on map 1 it was okay, but this delays the lures. And opens a little timing window for WFZ to punish it. I wonder if he goes for Naga again. That was not really well thought out or played out on map 1 as well. Naga, and then yeah, he was trying to be aggressive, but he didn't accomplish anything. Hello, Yayut. Nice to see you. Can't kill Wisp on Ancient Isles anyway, because, yeah, hidden locations. But lots of eyes on the map. For LawLiet, I like that. Kind of easy to see movement on this map, as there are 3 choices. Should be fine. And yeah, it is the Naga again. And what can he really accomplish? The archers are here. He doesn't want to go into the base. The Demon Hunter runs away because it's boots. And it's a Naga this time. Second. No Panda. And lures are coming. So double slow this time. Instead of more area of effect damage. I mean, of course, there is Fog Lightning as well. But it's not comparable to the Breath. And this will make life easier for the ghouls. And especially on tier 3, they are little DPS machines. This could be very, very dangerous. But once again, very passive mid game with the with the Naga. I don't understand. Rhetoric gone and Loot of Accuracy, sweet. I could go for hippos. This is kind of a worm map. Because many trees where you can fight and hide. This one, of course, always the right. Skeleton scouts this, and Ancient Isles rushing distance is fairly low. But I guess he prioritizes creeping himself. Good scouting's going on with the skeletons. It's still a level 3. On either of the heroes. Mana Stone for the Naga is nice, so basically constant frost arrow possible now. And of course more Fog Lightning, if you need it. But on level 1 it's quite underwhelming. On the other side, hero levels are of course key for the Undead Army. Ankh of Reincarnation, he won't use that too much, so we'll most likely sell it. Tier 3 tech. Almost done. So, Boneyard then or not. He has a lot of space here. Very accurate tree cutting, by the way. Good job there, Mr. Gardener. Second spot in the middle goes to LawLiet after losing the first one to this unusual undead creep. This two-shot aura, man, fits the Naga really well. Tier 3 tech is quite late, but still doable. Destroyer upgrade and of course Frenzy and the Lich. Normal timings for WFZ. He didn't lose a single ghoul yet, so he is in good shape for this upcoming fight. Tank a little more with illusion, but he wants it for scouting. And he sees, alright, there's something going on. What did he get? Ring of Protection +3, okay. But he has a decent inventory, he won't complain. Nice synergy with the boots on the Naga. She slows down units and is faster now, so she should be able to fight anything. Engine of War up front, we have a lot of range and piercing damage here, even the addition of a Berserker to creep the Drake a little easier. Nice snipe from far back, and the first bear with rejuvenation. But there is a counter already, Dispel, very well done, and the second ghoul dies. But he invests the Fog Lightning into it. On level 2, though, it is strong. We have Mana Burn level 2 as well on that side. He was just waiting for this Lich to come in, but Ghouls have a good position against these Berserkers, but Fog Lightning on both sides. The Demon Hunter has to be careful and TP's out here. But, well, this could have been disastrous. Oh, he loses 2 Ghouls. That's not that great. Almost all of the Ghouls are gone. And where is your meat shield now? He's not going into A-bomb super early again, as he did on Echo. And there's also not a... Okay, now there's a single fiend. Engines of Wind yet? Nope. Also no sign of an expansion. And he moves out with the tree to not protect this spot any longer. We have a town portal, we have an Ankh, as of course you can't coil the Naga. So this is a good way, I think, of keeping her alive a little longer. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. So it's not only one shop anymore, so we will have invulns on both sides most likely, as we saw how much pressure there was on the Night Elf heroes on Echo Isles. That certainly is a gift for them. Potion here. Only a Mana Stone there, but the staff already too. And again, I think LawLiet is in a very, very good position because WFZ lets him do whatever he wants. He prioritizes creeping a lot. Good of accuracy for him as well, and especially if worms are coming, man. That is a phenomenal item. It's always good for fiends already, and for the Lich, and for the Naga, so we will keep it, of course. First 2 bears. Is this his army on 50 supply? Oh, it's not even on 50 supply. Going more drives and 1 more bear. 0/0 upgrades as well. And the first abomination is here. Plus a very strong Lich with plus 14. The army is getting better. And he's at 55 supply. Could be a good time for a push here, but not into the Night Elf base. I think he learned from that. And there's Moonwells. It's daytime though, so it's not regenerating. He has to live with this much. I like how LawLiet is going super well very fast whenever he reaches tier 3. Just so much more free healing. So we have a little standoff here. No creeps anymore. But of course LawLiet doesn't want to fight here. Is there a risk for an expansion? Not yet. In the long run, of course, the Tree of Eternity will just move over. But we do have a fight. Nice Fog Lightnings on both sides. Demon Hunter is tanking a little bit. Of course, the Ghouls are all falling. But that's damage that's not landing on the Abominations. And with 3 Destroyers, man, this looks like smooth sailing so far for the Undead. Pressure on the Naga as well. Of course, she is way less tanky. Needs the Moonjuice here to stay alive. But the first target for LawLiet is again the Lich. Works well, but there was an invul. Staff on the Naga is on cooldown. So this is a forced invul potion as well. Fog Lightning rattling through. Everything is dropping fairly low. There's no Dryad dancing at all, but he kills the Lich again. And man, the Dryads are alive, and it looks like he doesn't really have a solution to them. Demon Hunter is low, goes to the Moonwells, and this Destroyer is low, the Fiends are low. Can he somehow get this A-bomb? Would be huge, and he does get it. 4 supply gone. Well defended by LawLiet again, but now what? He can sit on his ass like he did before, but that gives WFZ time to get his army back, get the Lich back, who was on level 2 by the way, so it's not that fast to get him back. Feels bad, man, fighting into 5 Moonwells at nighttime. I agree.
The town is under siege.
Why no Disease Cloud? Because he has no time, and I think he wanted 2 Abominations instead 1 Abomination with Cloud. And the Cloud doesn't do too much. It's a little more damage over time. Maybe a wagon behind it would be smart, as it doesn't seem to have enough against Dryads. Or, yeah, I mean, we saw how far in, the Demon Hunter was diving to get the Lich. So maybe wagons are not a good idea at all, so it should just be more Fiends. I wonder that LawLiet is not expanding behind this, because this was the perfect position for him, or situation for him. He has match points, he can afford it. And without the Lich, you can't do anything. But what do you really want outside your base now? I mean, the only thing that you really have to do is denying the expansion that LawLiet will most likely put up soon. But he's getting ready for 70 supply with the next Moonwell, as you can see. And then breaking upkeep. Naga is kind of risky there. He doesn't see... Ah, okay, he sees the movement with the DH. And now knows, I kind of have to retreat and go home with my 2 my buddies. Dryads were scouting it before, the 6 of them. And again, very decent army. 1-0 upgrade plus the flute and the vision now. WFZ is expecting an expansion, and I'm very surprised that there is none as well. And again, like, oh, there is a wagon actually. Okay, he sees it now. So he is listening to me. I don't really know if that's the right thing to do in Warcraft. But 2 A-bombs should be able to defend this. He just needs a great position. And of course, with this meat wagon, it's a lot of damage. Also thanks to the flute and area of effect. And good against buildings.
A player's forces are under attack.
One more bears. He is breaking upkeep now. Invis potion is over. He does have 2 invo potions though. And still mana stone for more form life. 2 wagons. It's getting more dangerous for LawLiet. Everything has mana now. Roar being used, of course not applied to the Dryads if they are magic immune. And alright. He can zone now. Now Disease Cloud would be great. He's not going for it though. It is very expensive. So we have 3 destroyers again. With the spell against the Roar. Doesn't use it yet. So the bears do have great damage. Fort Lightning again. Hitting also the Lich. I wonder if the Demon Hunter is diving for him as well. But he takes care about the abominations first. Both bears are falling in the front. One is back, but also super low. Nice coil. And finally, the Demon Hunter is taking care of these wagons. I was thinking about this before. It even has an Invul potion. So he can do whatever he wants, basically, for a few seconds. But good micro by WFZ here, saving both. I mean, this one is not really savable. But, oh boy, the Lich again. How can he lose the Lich twice? There was nothing here. Man, WFZ. He is benched again. This time it was level 3, so it's... Yeah, he has to get him back from the tavern. Major investment. But the Orb of Corruption is just necessary. You cannot fight without him. But you see, there is damage on the Dryads. Better than before. He goes for another Abomination before Disease Cloud. Lich again. That was the last coil, but the Demon Hunter is super low as well, and he missed microed a little bit, reaching for the Moonwell now, but he's walking into the meat grinder here, literally, with his Dryads. But this is a lot harder to hold for LawLiet, and this is the second coming that I was talking about on Echo Isles as well. Reinforcements are not that fast for the Korean. He can't even get the Abominations down this time. Demon Hunter is diving, but he has no solution to this. The Naga survives. And yeah, that should be it. Well, he gets the revenge kill for the Luls. Level 5 on the Naga here. But once this invul is over, her life is over as well. The wagons, in the end, were a good addition. Lich dies for the 3rd time. But I think, at this point, you don't really care anymore. Level 5.5, man. This is still doable. I mean, it's about his Demon Hunter, right? His Demon Hunter loss was horrendous. And level 5 decay now as well. Very, very good coils. but he makes sure that there is none with this spell. Did he? Okay. He wants to hold on to this, but against 2 wagons, this is so dangerous. Of course, now they get sniped, and GG! This is the equalizer for WFZ. We go full distance here in this first best of 3 of the day. And yeah, as I said, I have to leave in 1.5 hours. So I guess we can't really watch the end of this group, unfortunately. But maybe Chaco is there to cover it. We have a new donation. Thank you, Muka, for $5. So daily goal is reached. Thank you very much. I can eat. I don't know what I'm getting for food later. Maybe a salad with feta cheese. So, yeah, that was still passive, still slow. But this time he knew exactly when to pull back and when to capitalize. From LawLiet, I'm not expanding. I don't really get it. Why he didn't do it. Like, after the first fight, there was so much time. And also, he had the resources. He wasn't 50 food. He had the time until the level 2 Lich comes back. And then he kind of forces the undead to attack his expo, right? So the damage doesn't go against his main. Cordon Bleu. Oh, Cordon Bleu is amazing. That is great. Neo, do you know if Moon vs. Fly game happened today? I tried finding the stream, but was not successful. It was delayed, apparently. I don't know too much about it since we don't cover AWL. But Ukri said there was an emergency for Fly, so he had to postpone it. They will play next week or so. Nice shirt. Where did you get it? I don't know, actually. I don't really know the brand. Maybe I got it from ASOS. But there's like a cock on the shirt. So you can basically... I think you can find the brand. Le Coq Sportif, exactly. Yeah, thanks. Le Coq Sportif. So, Twisted Meadows is the last map of this best of 3. Who will face TH or Live in the winner bracket final in Group B? We will see. And the game has started, as I said. Twisted Meadows. Very big map. We've only seen small maps. I mean, Echo is not small at all, but Engine Isles is. AI would have been... AZ would have been the smallest map. Here we go! Twisted it is. I really appreciate that with more than 1,000 viewers, you're able to cast the game and respond to chat. I'm doing my best. Like 1,000 is still okay. It gets messy with 1.5 and it's undoable with 2K. Then everything is just out of control. So, again, we've seen early abominations. This is like WFZ's special style. We see like one of them, but he constantly goes for 2, and I like it, especially on AI. We saw how much damage they can tank if there's not a big army. And they block the path for the bears. Bears most likely on A-click, so they can't go to the fiends, and as long as the fiends are up, you have damage against the dryads, and you can tear them down if your lich is up. And then, of course, the great addition of the wagons. Oh, for the first time today, it's a warden, ladies and gentlemen. And LawLiet is creeping right next to the mercenary camp. This is big. If this gets scouted and punished, it's hard. It's really, really, really hard. So he sees it. LawLiet already losing the Wisp here, so first blood. And I don't think he can do it. Like, if WFZ once again is running over immediately, now that he knows the position, now that he knows the plan, I think he will do it. It would be bonkers to not do it. The thing here is, you can't really steal creeps, or this big one with coils, as it's magic immune. Same goes for Shadow Strike though. And there should always be time to kill the Rock Golem. But yeah, taking care of this ghoul makes sense as the damage of Archer and Engine of War is enough. Just don't mess it up. And don't deny the Rock Golem with your Engine of War. Doesn't do it. A big invul is nice, but now it's getting dangerous. You need to keep this Engine of War alive for more creeping at the decays here. You can't really use skeletons yet. Ah, there we go. Is it enough though? He's not committing with ghouls at all. He could have delayed his tech a little and sent 2 ghouls here, but he wants it safe and sound.
Forces are under attack.
And that's close to level 2. That is level 2. So we have Blink on the Warden most likely. Fan of Knives against Undead. I'm not a fan of that. Everything is too bulky. I mean, except ghouls. You can control the ghouls with Shadow Strike though. I think that's fine. Once again, Aura first to be able to run away. But usually you go Coil first to hang around. But maybe he feels like, okay, I want my DK healthy for the tier 1.5 push. So I need something to be able to run away. He doesn't want to commit into boots, or boots weren't there yet. Oh no, it's turning 7 PM any minute now though. But we will go to the Warden, and Warden with boots is so powerful, especially with the Invul Potion, where she can do for 50 seconds like whatever she wants. Yeah, this decay harass, as you say, Chad, not accomplishing anything. He has 6 ghouls out though. Didn't do that before. He's still waiting for his gold. That was a little waste of time. But I mean, boots always
A player's forces are under
worth
attack.
it. LawLiet got the second mercenary here, so there is good damage. He prevents this Engine of War creeping though. But again, he's not getting archers. He's not getting a town portal out of him. And he's not creeping. He's still 0 experience. How this Engine of War will fall. There's too much damage, and DK gets the first experience from an Engine of War. I think he had a lot more chances here, and LawLiet will be happy about this as well. He is 2.3 levels ahead. How far is the tech though?
A player's
We
forces
have a
are under attack.
later graveyard, so later fiends as well. And the tech is on time again. 3 Moonwell tech, I guess. Trying to force the blink out of him, but not working here. And he has a second Engine of War in the upper, the 12 o'clock position. I like that. Big item, big experience, and even a chance for a tournament in experience. And now WFZ is too late, I guess. I could find it. But he's thinking about green spots and expansion camps. Very unusual to do this spot now, I feel. Scourge, Bone Chimes, nice for him. Oh, the Warden is stuck there, nice. Reveal used as well, so she has to use Blink and has no Fan of Knives. But she's waiting for another Shadow Strike, who was kind of surrounded there for the second time. Can't steal it now, but the Warden with almost level 3, so that's kind of cool, because WFZ didn't see it. With level 3 he knew exactly what was up. And he didn't see the item either, so you can only assume that this happened. Okay, now he sent a skeleton there. And a little ballsy by LawLiet to plant this expansion right into the face of the skeleton warrior. While he knows that he's hanging around in his side of the map. I don't know if LawLiet is taking this too greedily.
A player's forces are under attack.
A few mistakes for sure. Engines of Law are coming, and now WFZ only has to decide where to attack. Lich second for the first time, not going for a Naga. I think this time the Naga would have actually been good. Even if this expansion does not come up, it's distracting from the main. It's of course not his plan, but his laws are coming up. That's good. Lich is coming as well. plus the tier 3 tech is 60% done. Slaughterhouse Fiends, the normal spiel. One did not start. Naga is terrible versus one Shadow Strike. That is true. That is true. With boots, I think it's okay. But yeah, I mean, he's not attacking at all, so he didn't do it on map 1 and 2 as well, so
a town is under siege.
I don't understand. I mean, on AI, maybe you can't level the panda that well, so it's a Naga, but more and more chances, I think, for WFZ to take
player's
here.
forces are under attack.
Leaves the belt of giant strength on the ground. Okay, and here's the one with the Echo Harass. That's what she loves to do. Blinking in, Shadow Strike, blinking out. And did he really kill 3? How? He killed 3 Acolytes here. Against the Nerubian Tower and the Black Citadel. Nice. Invested quite a bit of mana with that as well. Staff would be nice for this, as there is, again, no cancellations or no disables for the undead. That of army starts to grow with Dryads. Again, no sign of an Engine of Wind at all, but the typical Dryad bear play. Oops, again. At the moment she's playing her solo, right? So no panda. On this map, it's kind of easy to get a level 3 panda once you have the bears out. Question is, will WFZ allow it? Or not? Destroyer upgrade coming. Frenzy is done, and the Lich has the orb. Big mana potion there. It's getting good. And the expansion's coming out very predictable. AP in the base. Usually a commitment that you don't want to do. This could be another expansion. He doesn't have the resources for it at the moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nobody likes the belt as it seems. I don't understand it either. Is this level 3 and a Dark Ranger for the first time? Helps, of course, with silence, so you can prevent Shadow Strikes a little, and the Warden from blinking away, so you can focus her, as she is quite squishy, but with the parry up and with the Scourge Bone Chimes, she does have quite a bit of HP, and especially with the Reju. Destroyer upgrade should be finished. Yes, it is. Another statue coming. He could flank or Town Portal. If he Town Portals, he has access to his Moonwells, which is of course a lot better. How far is Master upgrade? It's not coming yet, or just finished.
A player's forces
just
are
finished.
under attack.
I see. Lots of ghouls here though. Lots and lots of ghouls and no area of effect. He's going for the Fiends first to take out the ghouls with the Dryads and the Berserkers, but nicely landing the Nova onto that Berserker, getting rid of a lot of damage. And the focus with the triple hero and the Fiend is working well. Statues are protected too. The bear has no chance at the moment against these masses of ghouls. And you can't even get this one Fiend. We've got this constant coils, no mana burn. This is what you get. Undead spells, pretty damn good. But the Warden is climbing up to 5. And there is constant healing, but for how much longer? Okay, big Invo Potion being used. He wants level 5 so bad. He needs 1 kill and then Shadow Strike 3. He denies it with the AP. Oh, that was bad. That cost him level 5. That one boulder toss. The Dryads are still rocking this, at least to a degree. He holds. The expansion is not protected though. Or okay, there's an Engine of War, so that helps as well. Now he uses the Shadow Strike to get level 5, but the coil is still there. So this is also delayed. We see a wagon again. No, it's just Fiend. This time he skips Abominations entirely though. As the main damage is coming from the Warden. Another Moonwell if the one got ripped. He's not supply stuck, doesn't want to go into upkeep though. Not even for the 50 supply. And another expansion on the left. So if he holds on, there's a very, very decent chance... Oh, level 5 now. There's a very decent chance that just the pure mass of gold will win him this game. So there's definitely a timer on WFZ. Second expansion is not up. This was a good timing because he just invested into 2 expansions. Neither of them paid off. But he's not able to break it as he lacks normal or siege damage. He doesn't want to commit to this AP because the lores are busy. And now LawLiet is breaking upkeep without a big bank though. And yeah, the Warden can just use clarities. Didn't miss the exit Poe, I said it before when the Wisp was moving there. Moon style. So, Lich getting closer to 3. Does LawLiet want to interfere this or not? I think he's fine with the 1 expansion up on the right. It was scouted though. So he knows about that. Oh, Tome of Retraining for Blink and Fan of Knives. No Invis potion though, just an Invul potion. And he's catching. The ghouls will fall instantly. Does he have enough healing? He has 3 coils. Oh, and the big mana. But yeah, the thing is now, you just feed the ghouls to the Warden. 2 Fans of Knives and they're gone. And then, where's your meat shield? Warden goes in again, but soaks up the damage with the rest of the army. So the ghouls stay healthy, I like that. Focus on the Warden, another Fan of Knives. Hitting a lot, getting a good amount of experience. But this is too much damage. This is way too much damage. Good call! And good silence here to prevent another Fan of Knives. So yeah, that one helped, but... Oh, the Dark Ranger! What happened to her? No ticket for the TP home? And she dies. This is quite a big step towards level 6 on the ult. Which of course, Avatar of Vengeance, pretty damn strong, especially if you hunt for ghouls here. Temple of the Damned. Double Temple of the Damned. Interesting. I like Anti-Magic Shell against this. I like Curse on Fiends. Can be dispelled though, with the drive, but you don't have that much dispel. Did he pick up Scourge Bone Chimes again, just to sell it? I like that the Warden is keeping the parry up. Otherwise the nuke would be too hard, especially with the Lich now on 3 as well. And the first wagon. You can't dispel the anti-magic. You do damage to it. I mean, yeah, technically it's not dispelling, but it's doing damage to it, basically. Second Huntress Hall. Yeah, okay. You can afford it, I guess. Yeah, if you dispel, you do damage like you would to a Water Elemental.
A player's forces are under attack.
Haha! This anti-magic shell, man. That's quite fantastic. It lasts for a long time. Almost no damage. You need 2 Fans of Knives to get rid of the anti-magic shell. What a great reaction to this. I mean, it's super expensive, but it protects your acolytes. So it looks like it does absolutely nothing, but when he comes in for the next time, the shields are lowered. Except if you recast it. Ooh, is this a fight he wants to take? He catches, or he could catch the meat wagon there completely out of position. Fan of Knives far in the back, so the Fiends have to be careful a little bit. DK has 2 coils and he forces a Town Portal again. And this is great for LawLiet. He can trade until the end of days with his 2 expansions coming up, or second expansion coming up again. Is he going? Ah, Engine of Wind is there as well. Only 1 though, and Huntress Hall is just protecting the Moonwelt as it seems. So we do have a Panda now, mass area of effect against this, and there is another expansion. LawLiet playing this Moon style. Whenever he's in a tournament with him, you see the admiration that he has for the accomplishments of Moon. All the Koreans share that. So Rune Bracers? Nah. We'll sell it now that there's Fan of Knives, but if he gets a Staff of Silence, yeah, it can be dispelled. But maybe... no, now with the Banshees, even the Amulet would not be good, but Pendant of Energy, I guess, would be the best. Amulet of Spell Shield can be triggered with Curse, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Water's coming in again, but there's the Anti-Magic Shell. Yeah, this doesn't really work. And Master Training is coming, so there could be Possession. But very unlikely.
A player's forces are under
poor Acolytes, or poor Warden has to do so much more work now. Even right clicks, man. She must be so disgusted. Right clicks are the oops. He finally gets to. Delays the economy even further. Does the Panda have a Town Portal? Yes, he does. Devotion Aura for him. As there are Hippos coming and upgrades. Double upgrades. He's getting 2-2. On the other side we have 1-0. Warden blinking in against the casters. This is easy experience for her. And there's also a lot of mana. Oh boy, this is not looking good for the casters. He's spreading them well. He's diving in with the Dryads. They give a lot of experience. Breath of Fire as well, but that didn't do too much on level 1. Oh, it was level 2. Actually close to 4 already. 72 supply for LawLiet, 50 only for the Undead, and the Lich is hurt. And he gets rid of that one. That's nice. Level 4 on the Decay. Yeah, okay, not a really big upgrade. Could go for Death Pact, which is nice. For the Warden Man. Seems like she has endless mana. Level 6 now. And the Destroyers are gone. There was no Fiend anymore for Web. Do we have Avatar? Oh, there's no mana for it. But she blinks around. It's Blink level 3. And that is so easy now. Getting the Dark Ranger, not really an option. He wants the Lich so bad, but the damage wasn't there. But what an easy defense for LawLiet now. 1, 2, 3, 4 running gold mines for him. And the big tech tree for WFZ, like the big investments into Master here. We didn't see Possession at all. And now he's going back to Abominations, which are great against a Warden. But apart from that, I don't see this, man. 3 upgrades coming. And then it's getting really, really tough. We do have Devotion Aura, plus, and we do have Scourge Bone Chimes, man. These bears, they're very tanky. This is a StarCraft income, kind of. It's not mining there yet. Oh, with 3. That's fine. Oh, this is good there. There as well. Oh, we see marksmanship, everybody. He's just researching because he can. Does he still have archers remaining? 1. Oh, cool. Marksmanship plus 3 damage. But he calls for the GG. A little anticlimactic. WFZ realizes that this is not winnable at all. And our first winner bracket finalist is LawLiet. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I thought WFZ would take it from here. But as I said a few times before, I think this was all too passive. I think it doesn't really work that way if you play against a solid Night Elf. And LawLiet certainly is, but he kept it calm as well. Never overcommitting too much. The overcommitment on Echo Elves maybe cost him the series here. But alright, that's game 1. We take a little break and then we'll be right back with the second winner bracket semi-final. It's a little hype now as TH is stepping into the ring and he will mess with no other than life. So stay tuned. See you in a bit.